Hey guys, this is Tigress coming back to you with Minecraft Craftymon, and quickly going to go over why I have a bunch of lapis and books in my inventory, along with a good bit of emeralds. Lapis, a good bit. Nice little half, one quarter of a star. But first, quickly going to mention this now. USA's football team got exactly what they deserve. Now, I'm going to quickly cover this. I'll then cover the X-Men '97 episode 4. But quickly, when I say that, Trump got FIFA to basically take the red card from one of their best players and basically suspend it until after the World Cup. So believe me or not when I say this, because I wasn't the only one rooting for Belgium to kick their asses, but apparently everyone else was, which is understandable. It's a big fuck. It's a saying to like Belgium, we can pull strings. No, personally, I don't think any president who is hosting the World Cup should be allowed to pull strings like that. I personally don't agree with it. I also didn't agree with America hosting the World Cup anyway because football-wise, or soccer, which did I get it. There's American football in America, but again, call it American football or call it something else. You went and changed two different sports at some point in history. But considering the fact that USA did get beat by Belgium, and England beat Mexico, so the fact that England can still say it's coming home and can still say F you to not Belgium, F you to America, because they've been saying for a while that the fact they're going to beat us. Well, we're the ones still in the quarter. We're the ones now in the quarterfinals, and Mexico put a good game against us. From what I saw at the school, yeah, USA didn't. Now, granted, I didn't see the game, so I don't know how terrible America played. But when your own president turns around to pull strings to get one of your best players back on the pitch, it takes the win from you. I know, personally for me, if it had, say, been like USA and, say, France in the finals, and USA did beat France, I would not be considering them the winners. I would 100% be considering France the winners, due to the simple reason of they lost, when Trump made that phone call, they lost any right to turn around and say, we're the winners. They could have the trophy all they wanted in that situation. I mean, they're not going to get it anyway. But they wouldn't have the right to call themselves the winners. And I'm hoping it's just a case of people being like, Trump pulled strings to get a player back on the pitch. He's going to pull strings to get a rematch. That better not be true. I don't think FIFA would, because it would be saying fuck you to it. Plus, the quarterfinals are going to start in a few days anyway. When this comes out, I'm pretty sure they start the day this comes out. And I've completely forgot who England are playing. But go England, bring it home. It's been years since it has. But anyway, guys, spoiler warning now. Anyone who doesn't want to know anything about X-Men '97 because you've not seen it and you plan to watch it, or you just don't want to hear spoilers, I'm gonna give you a couple minutes spoiler warning. 90 like I generally don't go into too much detail, but there are probably a few things that would be considered, and it's just a warning. Anyway, '97 season 2 was great. '97 season 2 has been great. Episode 4's not been my favorite. It's kind of been that one episode where I'm like, eh. It's basically the bridge between episode 3 and episode 5. And why I don't mind them, it just kind of felt like a bit, eh. Like, it's basically the whole point of how Apocalypse ends up becoming Apocalypse in the '97 universe. But it kind of felt like, eh. It wasn't the best episode. Like, the first three episodes personally felt better. Don't get me wrong, still a good episode. But again, the first three episodes just felt a bit cooler and a bit, funner. But then again, it was a case of that we weren't like stuck in one period. Like, we got the future, we got the current day, and then we got the past, and then we're back in the past. Um, Although one thing I will give credit to '97, it is throwing hell. It is really throwing loops at the fact of who they're going to end up killing off. Guys, two characters that I didn't think were going to get killed off, and now I wouldn't be surprised if end up becoming Horsemen. Again, spoiler warning. Was Gambit in season 1 and Magneto in season 2. Now, this wouldn't be the first time Magneto's been a Horseman. In X-Men Evolution, Storm, Magneto, Mystique, and Charles were all four like his Horsemans. But yeah, so I wouldn't be that surprised if they end up coming back as Horsemen. Um, in all fairness, if I had to say pick two more characters, One from, say, X-Force and one, say, from the present X-Men. X-Force, I don't think they would do Jubilee. I don't. I think Cable is and also not something they would do. Again, guys, this is just speculation. I don't know anymore. Like, again, they don't, as far as I'm aware, they don't, so no big necessarily spoiler warning here. But they don't really give away anything else. But I don't think they would do Jubilee because, again, Marvel Rivals are. But again, it wouldn't be so surprised. And again, it could just be a case of a coincidence, considering Marvel Rivals are bringing Jubilee, and if she was, when this comes out, I will be live streaming Marvel Rivals in a few hours, and Jubilee new season, and I don't think they'll do Jubilee. Gambit, Cable doesn't seem logical. I think a funny twist could be, but I don't think he would. I don't think Archangel, Psylocke could be interesting, but I think potentially Sunspot. Like, Cable doesn't, Archangel would be a dumb choice, and I don't think they're going to do Jubilee, so it does just come down to Sunspot and Psylocke. And I can see a good point for either of them. From the rest of the X-Men, Wolverine, I don't think so, because it's a healing factor. So I do think it potentially would be something like Storm, because I don't think they would kill off Jean or Cyclops. Like, I don't think they're killing off Jean or Scott. Like, they're the two leaders of the X-Men, and yes, I do consider them both co-leaders. Cyclops might be the actual leader, but I do consider Jean like a second command. Because there have been points in comics and in shows where she has basically been like, we should go for this way, and like, you might want to consider, and like, he has actually listened. So I think potentially Storm, because she also has been one in the past. But I think something like Forge or Bishop could potentially, but but I also do think there's a potential for someone like Polaris, because she's had a bit of shine on her this season. But I potentially think it'll probably be someone like Sunspot or Psylocke, and potentially someone from X Factor. But anyway, guys, getting back into the actual episode. The reason I have a load of books on me is the middle thing in the middle. Silk Touch, no need, because I've got on tools, and protection, I also don't need. Plus, if I need it on armor, it's not that hard. Now, guys, I was at 61. I've done a few enchantments. I'm just gonna have a quick look. That can stay, that can actually stay. I'll keep them, because getting levels back won't be too hard. There's also a few others in here that I did get from looting, thorns, knockback, thorns. There were a few that I did get from thingy. But the two books I was interested in, put them in there, was because I got that first, and I'm like, quick charge. I don't really want to waste a quick charge on protection, because I might get, say, a crossbow at some point in quick charge, even if it's quick charge 1. I know quick charge is probably easy to get on crossbow, but But I was like, still touch and protection, yeah, go for it. I did take 2 stacks, so I didn't know how many levels it was going to take. Thankfully, it didn't take that many. And my first thought when I went into it is like, hold on, wait a minute, I don't actually have that many. I don't think I have that much lapis. I was completely wrong. I had more lapis than I thought. I've also chucked a few other things in there because I did go through a bit of paper. I've got some lanterns, some books, and all that lot, so they have just been chucked in there. And so, yeah, but first things first, I am gonna quickly, when I can remember where the shock boxes are, Did I check the one on my ender? I did. Basically, last episode, I chucked a few additional things. I don't think I'm going to need more than that, and if I do, I've got Aldia. I'm just using the electric because it's going to be quicker. I do have a few additional shulker boxes. But in that point, it's going to be a case of, well, whoops-a-daisy. But we are quickly going to just take one. And chuck all this into there. But like, guys, this is basically just going to be my shulker box for if I get into a pinch. If I'm in like a battle or something and I need like potions and all that lot, I've got one full of stuff. I should probably recolor it though. Do I have any dyes? I'm thinking white. No, I don't want to go for that, but, you know what, I'm gonna go for green. Do I have any cactus? Do I have any cactus growing? Because I'm not gonna go search for it if I don't. No. I was gonna say, I thought I might have had cactus, but apparently not, so I'm gonna have to go search for them at some point. I would have gone for brown, but cocoa beans, I've only got the one, and I'm not using the one too. Insac. I have black Insac, so we'll go for black. There, the battle box. But like I said, guys, that's basically just going to be full of everything. I have spare, like, in case I need to make more, because I do overall have room on me. What two items are missing from up there? That's... Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, what two items are missing from up there? And it's like, oh wait, my inventory's, you know, cleaner for the simple reason of I took out all my pounds. Also, guys, if you can't hear anything, it is just my fan. It is still warm. It's been warmer in the UK than last week, but and see, the week before it was nice and cool, and I was like, yes, yeah, we've now gone back to absolutely boiling hot weather. To a point, guys, where I did say in my most recent, which would have been Marvel Rivals, where I'm like, I can't wait for summer to be over. But guys, we are just going to quickly fly over that. But like, this is a lot more quicker than Alder, because one firework has got me all the way into like the minus. I would still be a bit further back with Alder. I say into the minus, close to it. Like, I'm at 100 now. So theoretically, I should be able to do this with one or two fireworks. Like, not one or two, like two or three. Okay, maybe 4 or 5. But like 5 rockets to get back isn't the worst. Guys, you know what? I will be back when we get there. Just because it's going to take long. It's going to take a few minutes, but yeah, I'll be back when I get there. So, guys, we're back, and I don't actually believe that took us long. Saying this now, a lot easier to track with fireworks. It only took me 4. Yeah, that didn't take me as long as I thought it was going to. Now, big question is, where's the hole? Because, guys, like, I fly... Well, that's forever staying up there, because I can't be asked to go all the way. Like, I fly to this, and I'm like, okay, so it must be a... It's like, oh, no, wait, no. Flew past it. Something trying to shoot me. But, like I say, guys, we're going to go and explore the N6, because we didn't properly do it last time, and we are going to use the Elytra. And... They look different, because basically what happens is the Elytra basically takes on the pattern of whatever, like, cape you call on. Okay, they... Hold on, wait a minute. But like I say, guys, it basically takes on whatever cape you've got on. And for some reason... for some reason, I didn't have my cape equipped. Now we glide over. Like, something I do kind of find funny is the fact of, wait, you're telling me this, like, because the train is in the end and the nether, and it's like, it makes sense. The add-on would have basically just added them, and it's like all by them. It's like, makes sense. Where the hell did they catch their Pokemon? Not their Pokemon, the Craftymon. Because, like, there's no Craftymon here. And guys, it only did take 4 rocks, which isn't too bad. So we are just gonna go and explore the end city. Guys, what I probably will do is just cut the points where we find something. Because I've already explored them, so time to fly. And already found another... I've got to bring extra food, and I have steak in the battle box, so that's fine. Just need a tiny bit of altitude. I think I grabbed a dragon head last time. Either. Yeah. No, no, no. The one benefit of the Elytra is you can glide. I'll take the spare pair. I'll take the saddle. It's not really as useful as it could be. I'll take the sharpness 4 sword. Did not know they could come with mending. I'll take the gold. And something I am just gonna do is, you know, I don't want to get to a thing. I was like, I'm just gonna pull out the end chest and get a chocolate box out just to chuck all the stuff in. And it's like, Yeah, well, we're already near one. Is there anything of importance in here? No. So if I need a couple more shulker boxes, I can actually make 4 more. Now guys, believe it or not, looting sword. So, we'll put them up there for now, we'll chuck them there. One hand, I'm happy I jumped down, on the other hand, I'm tempted just to refly back up. Would it be a waste of a firework when I can just do some very simple parkour jumps? Yes, but again, me and parkour aren't the biggest friends. Okay, so I can make a few more. Definitely want to try and get an even amount. Ideally, I would get enough to basically just fill an ender chest. Fine, I'll actually do the parkour jumps. Knew it. Damn it. But, yeah, with the Elytra now, guys, we do actually have the better chance of basically being able to explore a lot more things. And if for some reason, if my Elytra gets broken, I mean, it has mending. With it, even if I did almost die. Mend. I'll take that. Now, what I do want is this to go and be like do 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 do. The shulker boxes are something I am just going to keep on me because they're going to stack. Gold and iron probably would make more sense to keep on me, but again, we're just going to try and see what loot we can get from here. Now, I probably shouldn't be wasting as many fireworks as I actually am. I'm at the tall point of this. Yeah. Finally. Now, is this by chance going to end up killing me kills? Yes. Well, I am eating. Okay, so vanishing. Ooh, At some point, I do need to make a spear. Like, at some point, I really do. Okay, so that's that search. That's that. That. So it's now just this. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, so I think that's that then search. I mean, 30 shulker boxes. So that's 15 additional shulker boxes isn't the worst thing in the world. We carry on. No, because the spawn one actually had we're also going to see how many elytra we can get. Okay, so no, it spawns the other direction then. Oh, do. Like I say, we're going to see how many elytra we can get. I'd like to get a few spares. Just because at some point I want to make like this cool looking treasure room. I should really be taking those potions too. I mean, guys, the reason I'm also taking a bunch of this guild equipment is, worst case scenario, I now have a bunch of stuff. Like, I have almost a full set of diamond armor with a breaking on and then thorns, but I also have a couple pieces of mending armor. That way. There was one right over here. Well, something I probably do need to get is a trident. Think there be anything up here? No. Okay, wasted trip. I think once I get something like 40 shulker boxes, I think I'm gonna... Once I get enough to make, like, say, 20... I probably will. Because even now, 18. Why'd that take me so long to do? That was basically that. Actually, something I do want to grab while I am here is those. Now, the reason I want to grab chorus fruit while I'm here, or chorus flowers, and grab some is quite simple. I want to be able to grow the stuff. Because chorus plants, while not great as enderpearls, they can be nice in situations. Oh, Ensure. Beetroot, yeah. I mean, a mending pickaxe is actually decent. But I actually have a way to get mending. Like I said, guys, this is all just a case of if I ever lose my equipment or if I ever become reckless, I want the ability to make new. And like there are, like for instance, on the helmet, there's actually the most problematical thing for me to re-get because Storm 3 and Mending I can get. The rest, like Unbreaking Protection, is just a case of going through enchantments. Swift Sneak 3. Yeah, no, that means going to a thing again and finding books. I called that. I 100% called it. Guys, I will be back as soon as I get back into the end. So, guys, we're back at the spawn. Basically, I'm going to go... We went that direction last. I'm going to go this direction and see what I can find, and then I'll be back. So, guys, we're back, and we've been exploring for a while, and quite frankly, this is the first one that... But I say first one I've not seen, and it's like, okay, the head from the Ender Dragon's missing. So I've been here. But no. I'm also on my second shulker box for the stuff. I've also ended up with like 46 of shulker shells, just for the simple reason of it's just ended up that way. Now I am taking all this loot because I can find some use for it. Now the only thing I do want to do before... How many elytras do I have? Two... So getting one more pair would be good. Right guys, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and get 2 more dragon heads. And I forgot to actually get fireworks, didn't I? What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get 2 more dragon heads because I'd like to get 4 and get another pair of elytra. I know of a couple of dragon heads that I didn't get on the way back, so I'll be back as soon as I find them. So guys, wasn't gonna cut back until until I had got back, but found Spiral Armor Trim. This is also a good set of diamonds too. I am also on my third, shulker box. And how many elytra do I have now? Because 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, yeah. Is it 6? Three, 5, 6. The one I've got 7. So I'm gonna go and find one more. And I'm also going to have to kill some things to get some XP. But guys, I'll be back as soon as I do find all that and get back. But anyway, guys, we are back. If you're wondering why I'm flying around, it's been a while since I've had an elytra. I'm just really enjoying it. But yeah, so we're back, and we've got a good set of loot. I am going to need more firework rockets. I didn't use as much food as I thought I was going to. I will basically try and organize some of this now. We'll start with the gold, diamonds, and... But like I said, guys, we'll start with the gold, diamond... Like I said, guys, we'll start with the gold, diamonds. I did chuck my ender pearls back in here because my inventory was getting full, and I was like back in the end portal. But yeah, we'll start like. Also, I did find this, which was cool. Almost a stack. That is actually good. I mean, not really needed. I didn't get as many diamonds, gold, and like iron and all a lot. Well, like I didn't get as many emeralds. I didn't need the iron. I just picked it up anyway. For some reason, there were a few times where I did fly past a few. Where I'm like, have I? And I walked in. I'm like, oh, I haven't. And it's like, and there's a few where I just walked straight in and grabbed that. There was a few I had compass that had already been. I did get 4 dragon heads. I do have a plan to make like a 4-headed dragon boat. Whether I will, I have no idea. But dealing with these, yeah, they can go with my infinite block of I have way too much iron. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think that's like 12 stacks. I'm making like a pyramid thing. I do need gold, diamond, and I do need netherite. I've got a few scraps and a few pieces. I am gonna have to go spend a bit of time in the nether. I do need to go and get some things anyway. I think I could probably get away with making Like, emeralds aren't going to be too much of a problem, but I think I could potentially get away with making half a beacon for both. Gold and emeralds. We'll do armor next. We'll do armor, tools, and... There are obviously a few pieces, like... there are a few pieces that I'm just going to be keeping out of these chests. Mending prop... So they can both go into a separate thing. They can go in there for now, but I do have, an armory. It's because I didn't do the tools, isn't it? Like, yeah, having, like, a sharpness mending sword, which I am going to keep for backup, is useful, but I have a way to get mending books now, so it's not... See, a while ago, I would have been like, oh my god, I must keep this, I need to keep this. Thing go in there. The heads can go in there too, and they can... And the ender pearls can go into my ender chest, because I'm not gonna need them. Something I do need to re-get is, guys, if you didn't see the last episode, I fought the ender dragon. Sorry about the voice crack. And, yeah, I lost my bucket of water while fighting it. That, I was about to say what, and it's like, oh yeah, the elytra. Which I do need to go and fix. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pairs of elytra. Obviously, this might... Normally, I wouldn't be that fussed about having, like, 8 pairs of elytra overall. But, like, especially with Unbreaking Mending. But, these are almost broken, so if I can get another pair of Unbreaking and Mending on, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Potions... these can go into the lab. Like I said, guys, I do have this. I don't know whether I want to chuck a bunch of stuff in there, but I will figure something out for the rest of it. I'm gonna try and wrap this up, because again, see guys, why I've been filming for a decent period of time, I have no idea how long this recording's gonna be. The core stuff and everything I need for it can go there for now. Now, picking up the cells weren't really useful. But they were still definitely nice. Basically, the reason they weren't so useful is because you can now craft cells, which basically just makes needing to make them obsolete and, like, needing to find them. Because, like, well, why would I spend hours tracking them down when I don't need to? So, and I am running out of room. At some point, well, that can go in there. At some point, I do want to make like a vault. And basically, for this vault, I basically just want to have like a spare set of stuff, but that's not going to be the easiest thing to do. Because it'll be a case of needing to get a new set of netherite, needing to get mending and all, and unbreaking and all that lot on it, needing to get a spare set of swift sneak. I'd like to say a couple sets, but it's just going to be something that I do in a period of time. And it's not something I'm in the rush to do because, like, my armor's fine. Although not something I am going to do, what else do I need? Apply to armor. Okay. I want to see what it does look like. I feel like it looks worse. Like, it's kind of got a cool pattern as it is, and with like a nice diamond in the middle, but no. At the minute, I am kind of keeping my smithing templates in there, which isn't great because I have run out of room. But again, it's something that I can basically just put a shulker box for. Like I said, guys, I have no idea how this episode's going to turn out because, again, I've basically spent like the last hour and a half. Yeah, like last hour and a half basically just traveling around the end cities, and that's all going to get squashed down to probably about 20, 30, I think 30, 40 minutes. We'll sleep, and then that's the end of the video, guys. Like, not much more, like, can do. Like, or, actually, you need to put away. When did they put, like, did copper all the time I get put into the game when copper. Like, I've had a piece for a while, but at some point I probably will try and track down a few of the other smithing templates. I basically just need to look up where they are, and then I'll track them down that way. But anyway, guys, if you are new around, please like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you thought of the video, and whether you do want to just see some more general exploring-based videos, because there are a bunch of other Craftymon out in the world that I've not seen. So let me know if you do want to see me going to do that. And again, like, comment, subscribe, and this is Tiger signing off, and I'll see you next time. Bye!